The number of people who are keeping wild animals as pets is growing at an alarming rate. I mean, take, for example, this female crocodile here. In her natural inhabitant, in her natural environment, she lays 1,000 eggs every year. And the male crocodile, you see, he comes along and he eats up 999 of those eggs. Because if he didn't, we'd be up to our bloody necks in crocodiles. But you see, the thing is trust. Look at that. Trust. All right, you're close now, dear. You see? I know how to handle them, but a lot of people don't, you know. You see bad crocodile handlers every day in canteens saying, 3 cups of tea, please. 2 with sugar and 1 without. And you. You see, and take this poor old Arabian tortoise here. I mean, we found him abandoned in a junkyard. He was exhausted. I mean, for 6 hours he'd been trying to make love to a German soldier's helmet. And he was very, very cut up about that. Doesn't even look Jewish. Here, eat. Eat and enjoy. There, you see. Poor old thing hadn't got any teeth. Mind you, he could give you a nasty suck. Now you have to be careful of these wild animals. Take your rhinoceros. Take your long-horned rhinoceros. There he is in the garden, minding his own business. Suddenly an aeroplane comes overhead. Up goes his head. No harm done. Unless you happen to be playing leapfrog with him at the time. Then bang goes your no-claims bonus, doesn't it? But my favourite of all is the big docile elephant. There we are. Come along. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, look at that. Isn't that sweet? Oh. Did you know, by the way, that elephants in the jungle will walk, when they grow old, they will walk for thousands and thousands of miles across deserts, over rivers, they go through the forest and over the mountains just to die in the elephant's graveyard. And scientists have only just discovered why this is. It's the walk that kills them. Take, for example, snakes. You see, you have to be very careful of... There we are. There, down. All right, down. No. Quite tame. Down you go. Down. There you are, you see. A snake will not bite you unless he is attacked, you see. But, of course, if you have a snake lying around on an armchair and you happen to sit on it, well, then it will bite whatever it thinks is attacking it. And someone will have to suck the poison out. Preferably a friend. And if he's not a friend at the beginning, he will be by the end. But of course, you know, some animals can be domesticated. For example, my mother-in-law, she has trained her forest-bred lion to do his little bits of business on the newspaper while I'm reading it. Mind you, of course, I do like these little exotic creatures. But of course, myself, personally, I much prefer the domesticated animals. In fact, my best friend is my dog. Some people say my only friend is my dog. They say I've milked so many cows that I shake hands one finger at a time. That when I die, I would like my skin to be used as the saddle for a lady show jumper, so that I will always be between the 2 things I love best. A good piece of horse flesh and a beautiful woman. But of course, of all the wild animals, I think my favourite is the elephant. There he goes. Well, you know what they always say? They always say that an elephant never forgets. But of course, what has an elephant got to remember? All he has to remember is a little kindness. As an elephant will always remember a little kindness, and he will repay you in the only way he knows how.